Yeah. Hey, everybody.
What's that?
Jeff and Vach and Aisha are here with you.
Yeah.
Is it possible to have fun after that game? I think it is. We'll find out on the Cowboys DLLS postgame show. Meow. Shout out to you guys already being here.
Salute.
Hit that like button. We already got Jay Litt in the super chat who's shouting us out for knowing exactly what was going to be wrong with this team before the season even started, but the GM didn't know.
Can I say something, Jeff?
What?
You know, when you have this false hope that, hey, maybe we'll go out and win this game.
Yeah.
Losses suck.
Oh, yeah.
But when you know you're gonna lose,
Yeah.
we just roast people that's just out there playing. So we just roasted Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, yo, man, what's y'all mood out here for this Cowboys loss? How y'all feel for this Cowboys? How y'all well, I'm not serious at all. We're roasting Cooper Rush. We're roasting Trey Lance. We're roasting Mike McCarthy. And I can't wait till he's in Jacksonville.
Yeah. That was a big loss for the Cowboys. It keeps you right there in that top 11 of the draft. I've been telling people the standings are not the ones you're used to looking at. If you want to see the Cowboys standings, go to tankathon.com/NFL, where what I like the most about it, you guys can't see my screen, but you know how green is good and red is bad?
Yes.
Like if you've won 5 in a row, it'd be in green. And if you've lost 5 in a row, it'd be in red.
Yeah.
On Tankathon, if you have lost more, the green gets brighter as you've lost more in a row. So like the Giants in Vegas have lost 5 in a row, so they have the brightest green on their streak. Like they're crushing it.
Yeah.
That is our new standings.
That's where we at.
Is Tankathon. We're in 11th right now, but we can get better because I'll be honest, I think this team can go 5-12 or worse.
For sure.
I think they can do it.
For sure.
And I think we can have fun.
I think Dak being out for the season is a big portion of that. But I just want to touch bases with some of the people in the chat, with some of the people, KG over there screaming. I just want to touch bases with some people in the chat. I think I told Jeff and Aisha this. I wish Dak tweeted a little more. I wish Dak was a little more public. I wish he was more told you so guy. I wish he was a little more snobby and snooty.
What if he just tweeted out Kirk Cousins, you like that?
I would have loved for Dak to have done that because I think this answers a ton of questions, right? Oh, Cooper Rush won games. He could do it for you now. Nah, Kellen Moore is probably the reason why that offense looked relatively decent while Cooper Rush was playing. Oh, well, Dak can't do anything with his offense. Well, Cooper Rush averaged. What was the number?
Cooper Rush managed to play an NFL game and average less than 2 yards per attempt. He got under 2 per attempt. And just to be clear, if you go under 6, that's bad. If you go under 5, that's inhuman. That's not NFL caliber anymore. So he went under the 5 and then under the 4 and then under the 3 and then under 2 yards per attempt.
Aisha, you get 30 points for writing your name on the paper. And he basically threw the ball at the line of scrimmage all day.
Dog, that horizontal football was making me sick. And then on top of that, man, like, I don't know what was going on with him and how the ball was coming out of his hand, but he kept dirting the ball. Like, how many times did he throw the ball at people's feet?
You want to know why?
A few of them.
How many times
You want to know why? Because they running down the field and they turn around.
Y'all,
and
please.
Sometimes at your feet is the only place that's available when you just running upfield and turn. I think this made Mike McCarthy look worse. I think this made if we had a competent coach like Matt LaFleur, how you can find a way to win games with Malik Willis, who hadn't won a game at all in damn Tennessee. Yeah. You can look competent with a backup.
It was so bad. They had our guy Ferg out there looking bad.
Ferg looked bad, boy.
Well, they all look bad, yeah. But I mean, and he has won games with Rush before. That's why, and I don't want to do this, so I'm not going to do this.
Please don't.
That's why I told some of y'all, when you talk about how bad Dak is and how much you hate him, I said you deserve to see what you want to see.
Sure.
Did you like it?
You like that?
Did you like it?
Look, man.
Some of you deserve to see that.
My problem is that I think that when you see how the defense came out and played today, the effort,
they started great.
How they were playing to start this game. Is there a disconnect? Because your defense came out like they trusted their game plan. The defense came out like they felt like they had some juice that they could play against this team. And the offense came out and quite literally just looked, they didn't do anything to help this defense.
I tell you what happened. They played Dan Quinn football. Superstars save us. Trey Diggs made a play.
Mm-hmm.
Micah made a play. Overshawn, who is your superstar, made a couple of plays.
Mm-hmm.
But that has a ceiling. That runs out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And at some point, when they adjust to your superstars making plays, now you're looking for Mozzie and them to make a play. You're looking for Chauncey to make a play. They just kept throwing the ball to Kalen Carson.
Yep.
They just kept throwing the ball to Kalen Carson. And if it just kept working, they just kept throwing the ball. So the defense started out solid, but if you're averaging less than 2 yards a carry,
Less than 2, yeah.
I mean, pardon me, 2
attempt,
yards
sir.
per attempt.
Sometimes you accidentally average less than 2 a carry. Sometimes.
But that's a different
Very
conversation.
rarely.
But when you average in 2 points, that means every time you threw the ball, you tried to throw the ball,
Yeah.
you average 2 yards. That ain't even a first down.
Yeah.
And the defense could only hold up so much.
Man, it was.
Yeah, and I bet we're at Trey Lance season now. I feel like the Cooper Rush thing, like, we tried.
I don't think we're in Trey Lance season.
Really?
I think they.
I mean, there is no season for either one of them.
I think
They're
they
both
about to run Cooper Rush out
bad.
there for 5 more games.
My thing is that it's so bad. I'm not one for calling for people to get fired and stuff, but if you're gonna eventually fire him, do that mess now.
Fire who?
Amen. Mike McCarthy.
What's the next guy going to do for Cooper Rush and Trey Lance?
doesn't
They
matter.
can't play.
Quite honestly, it does not matter. But just having him sitting there with his mouth breathing on the sideline and the
That is
players
a personal
look
attack,
confused
ma'am.
Well,
and
it's
all
just like
this
anything,
stuff. I'm not mad. Listen, I like Mike McCarthy.
Mouth
We've talked
breathing?
about this before.
Well, it's just like anything.
But right now, clearly your offense don't care nothing about what he got going on. Nobody believes in what's happening right now. Your defense came out and played football. Yo, like, it just doesn't make any sense to hold him hostage for the whole rest of the season when it doesn't matter what you do.
Well,
You can't look any worse.
well, it's just like anything. You win the game by putting points on the board, and you just didn't put points on the board.
I'm talking about when they be
That's
putting
tough,
the
Coach.
camera on him and he be like this. Like Pikachu in that gif.
Well, we watched the game too. That's my face.
Yeah,
Well,
that was my
actually,
face.
we didn't always watch
We
the
was
game. At halftime, I was watching.
Jeff was watching Ted McMillan.
I was watching an Arizona wide receiver tape. He was
was
supposed to be a
watching
top
film.
10 pick, and I had so I got my database, and so
Yeah.
I went and saw, do I have any Arizona? And legit was watching Ted McMillan tape during the Cowboy game.
Did you like him?
He's tall.
In the middle of Cowboy talk right now, did you like him?
I liked
think he's a star,
I liked
Jeff.
him. I liked him.
I think he's a
I
superstar.
like
Got some yakka
I gotta watch Travis Hunter first before we.
Travis a dude too, but Travis and you got your little tank right there. But Travis a
Nice
dude for a
tank.
different reason. We ain't got to do draft right now, bro.
No, we don't have to.
But I don't feel horrific. I hate losing,
Yeah.
especially I hate losing to Philly.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to be the team that we're this close to a superstar, but we just
No, let's get in the superstar mix. It's fun. It's way more fun
sure.
thinking about an offseason
Mhm.
when you get to put eyes on the best guys.
Travis Hunter is real.
And you can have one of them.
Mason Graham is real.
When you're
Ted
picking,
McMillan is real.
we got lucky the one time. Well, I didn't think there was any chance CD was going to get to 17. But when you get to talk about the guys up there,
Sure.
man, that's fun.
Sure.
And I think this team, Carolina and the Giants, make me nervous. You might accidentally beat one or both.
You ain't beating the Giants.
Okay. Then you could get to 3-14. You might could have a top 3-4 pick, 5, somewhere around there. And that would be fun. Then we could talk about the really, really fun players. But we're not going to do that yet.
That's it.
That's it. I am looking forward. Let's knock out a couple of super chats. I am looking forward to our next segment because it's going to be my favorite part of the post-game show. Because while I was watching all of that happen,
Yeah.
I just started writing down the stuff that I thought was funny. And so I do have my 5 favorite moments from the game,
And I'm here to react to it, sir.
which I think you guys will enjoy.
I'm here to react to
I'm
it, sir.
a
I know it's going to be awesome. Let's run these supers, though. Let's see what y'all talking about. Let's see. Jay Litt says, here's to y'all predicting the flaws of this team before the season started and it playing out just like you predicted. If only the GM had such insight. Let me tell you something.
That's
The
true.
GM's insight is as strong as the people around him. But I think the people around him have plenty of insight. I just think the GM won't listen to him. So that might be your GM's incompetence on top of your head.
Or he
coach's
listens to
incompetence.
too many people, and a lot of times it's the people he shouldn't be listening to because he listens to who tells him what he wants.
C Black says, why is Jerry waiting on the McCarthy situation? This is where I actually disagree with Tua. I would love to see Mike McCarthy get fired because he's going to get his money regardless. Oh boy.
What?
He's going to get his money.
Jerry
We safe. Don't worry
Jerry
about it.
had enough of you.
Mike McCarthy's going to get his money regardless. He'll just have more time to spend with his family and his kids and his wife. I think that's fantastic for him.
It'll be great.
And he'll be in Jacksonville next year, so it's all good.
But Jerry can't fire him because Jerry owes him money.
He'll get his money.
Jerry will not let you just have your money. He's going to make you come to work.
But,
he's going to make Mike come to work until that contract. Now, Mike won't do the Garrett, I don't think, where he sits in his office knowing that he's done.
Shuffle
but
around
he keeps
some
showing up for the last month because that's what the contract runs through. And it's like, what's Garrett doing today? Does he know that he's leaving?
Jason Garrett was fired 3 days in a row just at the house. He had to, hey, man, y'all want something to eat? Y'all want some pizza? Jason leave when we call security on you. Vance says, appreciate you, Vance. Good thing about the Cowboys being bad, I get to take my mom to see Wicked on Thanksgiving.
Hell yeah, Vance.
It's going to be so good.
What that is?
I'm so ready.
What's Wicked?
I don't know.
I'm so ready.
But he seems excited.
I'm here.
What's Wicked?
It's like the prequel to The Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
All right.
Wicked Witch of the West?
Yeah. It's like her origin story.
Let's get it. I like the origin stories.
It's going to be Ariana Grande and Cynthia.
Huh?
I can't say her name right.
Don't worry about Freeland.
Fantastic vocals. It's going to be some great vocals.
Sir, listen. We're talking about don't worry about
I see you, Vance. You're a good son.
We got Dro Knows. Where's Broadus? Let's just start the draft show. I'll be on with him on my channel tomorrow morning. You'll see him on Vach's channel on tonight and Friday and all the time.
Me and Broadus going to talk tonight. We're going to talk in a couple hours. Tap in.
Calvin. Oh, wait, no. Brandon. Third week in a row. Team F. Jerry gets a W. Team F.
Jerry been
Team F. Jerry gets a W.
We've been stacking up some wins.
Yeah. It's a big win.
CBS paying to the luxury box.
He wasn't there.
He wasn't even there.
He wasn't there.
He didn't even want to see that.
And Steven was doing me stuff. He was just doing. Steven was just eating his fingernail. And Will McClay's in the background. It looked like he had a walkie-talkie.
Yeah, he didn't want to be seen. He didn't want to be seen.
Y'all, this is all so funny, yet so embarrassing.
This is amazing.
They ain't embarrassing me. They doing it to himself.
I find this very embarrassing.
Brother Jerry Wayne Jones doing it to himself. Michael, whatever his middle name, they doing it to themselves.
Mansa Musa, do you know that Mansa Musa was literally the richest person that ever exists?
In like Japan or something?
No, Africa.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Sorry.
Calvin. Reminds me of 2015 rooting for draft position. That's right. That's what we're doing now.
That's what we at. That's why we're going to here and there talk about some draft stuff here and there.
You just wait. It's going to be here quicker than you think.
And one last one, rich African Mansa Musa. Said, if we have a top 5 pick, do we trade? That's too soon, man. Come on. It's too soon.
Of course we do. Yeah, Captain Trade Down right here. This is me.
I do think that's a real philosophical conversation I want to have with you, though.
We will.
Not right now. Cool. Appreciate you, man.
I mean, if you're talking about the superstar group and you don't want to get out of it, that's okay. But if you're going to F around and pick like a damn running back, you better move your ass back to do it.
I do agree. You shouldn't be taking running back.
But if you're going to go take, when we talk about taking a Michigan defensive tackle, this fan base is going to lose their mind. So anyway.
He could play, though.
You guys are going to enjoy. What was your favorite part of the game? Was there anything that you found highly entertaining? Because I found 5 things.
Jeff got a top 5.
I have a top 5.
Tell us.
Entertaining moments of the game, and I'll tell you about them next on the Cowboys DLLS postgame show.
I wish you had like a goofy music to like go along with it.
You're supposed to not talk during the transition to the break.
Hey, I'm a caveman. It's all right.
He's a content creator. Make sure if you're watching on the DLLS channel or my channel, make sure you're following Vach.
TV?
Vice versa. It is going to be on TV. That's the point. You got to get the reps right.
Oh.
Yeah. Shout out to our friends at Every Plate. Go to everyplate.com/podcast. Use the code DLLS299. The most affordable of any meal kit is Every Plate, and it is awesome. I had it delivered to the house, and it was greatness. Their fresh, pre-portioned ingredients are cheaper than groceries, so you'll have more money for your holiday shopping. And plus, and then you can get a lot of stuff holiday shopping, I bet, because I bet some of them cowboy things are going to get on discount. You can find them on the out front rack. Please buy this.
Sure.
Explore crowd-pleasing variety with Every Plate's rotating menu of more than 25 weekly recipes, including 30 minutes or less, family faves, calorie smart, and veggie dishes. With affordable dinners for just $5.99 per serving, plus 50% off your first box. Every Plate helps you save money for a stress-free holiday. Get this deal by going to everyplate.com/podcast. This has a different code. DLLS. Which one we got? DLLS 599 at Every Plate. Okay, how about that? That's what we're going to do. Also, shout out to our friends at Roback, who I absolutely love. active wear, all sorts of different kinds of things. Performance polos, performance hoodies, shorts, all sorts of different things. Rowback can be your entire, what's it called? All your clothes. What's that called? Your wardrobe. You could be a Rowback wardrobe person. They got the best looking, best fitting performance polos. Collars never lose their shape. They got solids, classic stripes, fun prints, all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Their performance hoodies are designed for comfort, built for activity, moisture wicking, breathable fabric. The everyday shorts are super versatile. You wear them with a polo untucked, tee on the move, whatever. Rowback.com. You need the promo code DLLS Cowboys 20, and that'll get you 20% off of that order with our friends at Rowback.com. Are you guys prepared for my top 5 list?
Yes.
How come the food people like mess up the codes like that all the time? How come it's never like? How come it's never promo code Vach? Why I got to be Vach 62745?
Vach, I think that everything's fine.
They've clicked the video off.
I want everybody to know that I do love every plate. But yes, in my copy there is a discrepancy. Try both the things I said.
Try both,
and one of them will work out great for you.
5 things, Jeff.
My 5 favorite moments of the game.
Get us fired today.
In ascending order. So number 1 is my favorite.
Okay.
But I'm starting at 5.
Please.
And I'll build my way to my favorite.
Por favor.
My 5th favorite moment of the game. Trey Lance's interception with 10 minutes left. Because he throws the ball straight down the field.
Why are you laughing?
Like dead at a safety. Like, all right, he's back there. I'm going to throw it at him. And so he did that.
Yep.
And Jalen Tolbert is the intended receiver and knew that it was so bad that he never looked at the ball.
Yeah,
he was running. The ball was thrown. He saw the safety where the ball was going, and he went straight to playing defense and trying to play through the DB's hands because he knew that he couldn't get to the ball. It was that bad, but it was a nice spiral.
It wasn't no sign.
What's that? Oh, yeah. Oh, the other 4 are coming up. The Empire Today Impact Player of the Game is Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You cannot make more of an impact than coming in inside the 10-yard line and on your first carry giving the ball away. That is an impact. So shout out to Ezekiel Elliott, my Empire Impact Player of the Game. And then let me tell you something about Empire.
Shouts out to Empire. Are you saying that Rico Dowdle has the higher ceiling, but Zeke has the floor?
Or sure.
Come on now.
Oh, y'all are
Come on
so
now.
funny.
EmpireToday.com/DLLS. $350 off on your flooring with our friends at Empire. Your Empire Impact Player of the Game, Ezekiel Elliott.
High quality floors around here.
So yeah, number 5 was Jalen Tolbert looking at a pass that was thrown to him, being like, "Hell no! Let me see if I can go stop this guy." So I thought that was great.
And but Jeff, to that point,
it was
though,
a good spiral.
We were kind of hoping that one of them would go downfield to just try something because Cooper Rush was throwing the ball at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
But as soon as the first attempt of us throwing deep, it was a bad decision, and the other team ended up with the football. But go ahead.
Yeah, his deep ball accuracy has not been good since preseason. So I don't know why they tried that. Continue.
That's all we got.
I mean, because he's here. Because Jerry traded for him.
I mean, he's not going to get better until he keeps doing it. But also, too, to your point, like that horizontal football, Philly's linebackers was killing that all game. It was laughing. Their secondary was coming up tackling it.
Yeah. Our backup quarterbacks are really bad at football.
I can't wait till you get to that one part of the list.
I don't know if I'm going to get to what you think's on here.
Finish your list.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My 4th favorite moment of the game, and feel free to give us yours in the chat and hit the like and subscribe button on all the channels at youtube.com/@DLLS_sports. Vach Lombardi, Jeff Kavanaugh, be on all of them. My 4th favorite moment is going back to Zeke.
Okay.
He didn't just fumble right when he came in the game to try to take the lead before half. They then got the ball right back.
They gave it right back to him.
And they put him back in. And they handed it to him. Like,
there's no accountability on this team.
Bob Smith going in as the backup running back and fumbling on his first carry. I promise he's not getting the next carry.
After getting in trouble last week.
And he was in trouble.
After getting in trouble last week. There's no accountability.
Honestly, I saw several people bring up the fact of what happened with Hunter Lipke in Miami and that we didn't see him for the rest of that game. And like, we didn't see him much for the rest of the season. As a matter of fact. And like,
That's where Jerry left. That's exactly the point Jerry left.
I just don't know how you.
Put him right back out
It's
there.
just not serious. Like, this is just crazy.
He foaming in the red zone too.
And they had put together. I mean, you're in this game.
Get right back
Your
to him.
defense is playing well. You're in this game. They have put together a good drive, and for it to end that way, I'm sure. And that's why I said, like, you got to do something because the rest of the team is looking at this like, yo, this guy just came off suspension. Like y'all just said, from a basic football standpoint, you fumble, you gonna sit out. You gonna sit out for a while. Like, this is how it is.
Yeah.
And he just runs back up there. Like, what is that saying to the rest of your team as well?
Ain't no accountability here. We've been through that.
And they know that that's Jerry's guy. Like, what are you gonna do about Jerry's guy?
Jeff, I can't wait till you to get to this point here.
I don't know if I will.
Jeff, you got to get to this point because I'm gonna scream when you get there, please.
My third favorite moment of the game happened in the third quarter.
Okay.
And we knew that 2 drives earlier, Trey Lance had been warming up on the sideline.
There you go.
And so I watched the next drive, and I'm like, if this one's bad, it's got to be it for Cooper. And it was bad. And I was like, okay, that's got to be it for Cooper. Trey's got to be going in. And so the next drive, the offense starts to take the field, and the camera's on him. And Cooper Rush is going on the field.
Yeah.
He's on his way to go play offense and play quarterback. And somebody told him, you're not in.
Get your ass back over here right now.
Like, you're not in.
And Trey's going.
And Cooper goes, I'm out.
He looks so confused.
Like, you didn't tell him on the sideline? You had nobody told him?
No. But then Cooper went right back out there to play, which is nonsense.
So that is part of why it was my favorite, is because then Trey Lance went out there, ran the ball once, and then they got a penalty, and they decided it's 2nd and 16, and now we have to throw.
Yeah.
So Trey can't be in anymore. So
Right.
2 plays after Cooper Rush just got whiplash on his way onto the field. They're like, we're just kidding. You can go in now, though.
Yeah.
And so then they threw another 2-yard pass.
Jeff, you got to get to this one, bro. I haven't seen your list,
Okay.
but you got to get to this one, Jeff.
Okay, I got 2 more.
Don't look over here.
I got 2 more.
I'm going to scream if you say
My second favorite moment of the game, CeeDee Lamb, when they were down on the goal line,
No.
and Cooper Rush threw a pass to him?
It was to him. It could have been.
Like, Jake was like, that's probably, I don't think that's for me. And then CD is run across here and the ball goes back here. And so it was a bad throw to someone, really bad throw to someone by Cooper Rush. And then, of course, we got the camera on CD who goes, I can't see it.
Going on.
I can't see it. Because the owner of the Cowboys, at some point in the initial planning stages of something that cost over $1 billion to build, was like, hey, put it here that way. And somebody had to tell him, hey, listen, all sports fields, middle school, high school, college, all sports fields, we actually go north to south so that the sun goes over like that, and it's never directly in anybody's eyes. And Jerry was like, no, I think it's cool to go this way.
And we play at 3 o'clock at the same time. The sun's going to be right there. Every
They
time.
built a $1 billion building the wrong way. And then I love when I get to tell other people who cover other NFL teams.
Sure.
My buddy Josh Norris at Underdog loves bringing it up after
Yeah,
his
I know
son
him.
played AT&T. He always just retweets my old tweet
Yeah, I know who
of, hey, they do have curtains that go up for non-football events. Like, they exist.
Exactly.
And I just love every time that one happens because that is the most Jerry thing ever. The only reason you don't hang up something to stop the sun from affecting your football game is because he thinks it looks cool on TV to have the sun coming through the window.
Because he's not. But Jeff, please, you got to get to this one. Jeff, please.
That's my second favorite.
I'm not at that.
Aisha, hold
Let
on.
me tell y'all
Let him
something.
do it. Please.
Common sense stuff that is clearly not common sense stuff really grinds my gears.
Jeff,
Yep. That's the reason.
That's the problem.
Jerry would have to admit, my bad.
But Jeff, but look, Jerry can always be like, oh yeah, I just wanted to close today. He
Y'all
can do
are
that for the rest of his
scaring
life.
Okay.
Y'all are scaring me.
Jeff, please.
My favorite moment
Please.
of the Cowboy game against the Eagles. Cooper Rush fumbled. When Cooper Rush fumbled.
What was Terrence doing?
Y'all, it was so
the
bad.
ball is squirting
He
over the
literally
field.
got beat.
Terrence
and
had
then
to run this.
And Terrence Steele is running to the ball. And I can see the wheels turning in his mind because he knows I'm an offensive lineman. Offensive lineman, you follow the ball.
Yes.
But Terrence realized there was no defensive player around, and he was about to get his shine on.
Go run this.
Terrence was like, I'm going to pick this thing up, and I'm going to make a play.
But Jeff,
But then Hunter Lipke wanted the ball too.
Hunter Lipke was looking at him like, what we doing? Are we falling on this?
And Hunter's foot.
Jeff, hold on. I got to catch my breath. Jeff, Hunter Lipke looked at Terrence like, we going to do this or die. And Terrence clearly wanted to do this.
Honestly, what made it worse was the fact that, like,
that was already the worst part.
Lipke's foot messed it up, so he couldn't pick it up. He's probably not going to be able to pick it up anyway. And then the Eagles got the ball.
And nobody fell on it.
And the Eagles got the ball.
Yeah.
Nobody fell.
Terrence thought he was going to turn that corner.
It wasn't an eagle within 10 yards.
He thought he was going to turn that corner and go to the house.
Jeff.
Stiff-arming people.
Jeff, hold on, Ice. I'm sorry.
Oh, and Terrence got beat for the sack, too, by the way. He was the reason it was a fumble.
Jeff, I'm sweating. Jeff, all the Eagles were on the west side of the field.
Mm-hmm.
The ball was rolling the opposite direction.
Yeah.
No, not an eagle to be in sight. And Terrence flubbered it over there. And 3 Eagles ended up over there. Terrence said, I'm going to run this mother today.
I can't laugh.
Terrence said, I'm going to run this joint today. Can I say the S word?
Laugh.
Sure.
Can I say the S word? Terrence, I'm going to run this shit today. He going to run this today.
He thought he was.
Nah, you know how when your mama tell you to like leave the ground beef out and you forget and then you see her pulling up and you start panicking. You trying to hurry up and just do something, just maybe like you're doing something.
Yeah.
That's what I thought about.
Cat, please, if you can. I don't know. This might be a lot for you. But you know the sounds that damn Fred Flintstone make when he trying to run and go. That's the sound
Oh my
that
God.
Terrence Steele was making when he was trying to fall on, but he fell in slow motion. He kept missing and he rolled over. We can't pull it up on him.
I think he's mad at Lipke. I bet he's mad at Lipke because he's like, bro, if you weren't my way and your foot and stuff, I was about to go.
Terrence big ass need to fall on the football.
I picture the sounds he was making while he was running for that ball. They're more like the video of, I don't know how many people have seen the video of turtles making love on the internet.
Huh?
Where it's like, what the sound they make is,
huh?
I have a question.
Those are my 5 favorite moments.
Wait.
How you know?
So who's your impact in your empire?
We talking about that? That's your question?
Yeah. Who's your
You
empire?
ain't gonna ask about this?
Who's your empire impact factor?
About what he just said? She not gonna about what he just said?
I'm not worried about him.
Did they put a microphone up?
I'll get it for you.
I'd like to have a word with you, sir, today.
I'll get it for you. Aisha, what was your question?
Who's your impact player of the game?
I don't play
Empire impact player.
I don't
of the
do
game.
the impact game because I hate everybody. I don't like nobody.
Nobody.
Overshawn was good, I guess.
Overshawn was good, I
What you
guess.
doing, Jeff? The
want-
FCC gonna find
I want you to
us.
hear it. I want you to hear it.
Oy,
I'm
no.
gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Here you go. Here, come on. It's gonna come out. My laptop.
You a damn
You don't think that's what Terrence is doing? He's running like,
Y'all need to grow up. Y'all can't be serious.
I told you we were gonna be able to have fun after
Y'all
that
can't
game.
be serious for nothing.
I told you we were gonna be able to have fun.
Whew.
Hold on, I gotta find that.
Boy, they are clicking off of this.
They
like
crying.
alarm
Nah,
device.
they
No,
crying.
they're not. They're
They
hitting
laughing.
Oh,
they
damn,
laughing.
200 more people that came in
You're
here.
hitting the like button.
Boy,
Take your damn notebook.
Don't kick my notepad.
Don't you, Mike McCarthy, your notebook at me.
That's how Mike McCarthy sound too, though. But go ahead.
More of the
Damn,
incredible DLLS Cowboys postgame show is coming your way next.
Blue Chew commercial coming next, boy.
No, I gotta get my Shady Rays on. Our sales code for Shady Rays is DLLS, and it's an incredible deal. You get 35% off your sunglasses at Shady Rays, and they're awesome sunglasses. No matter what style you like, I promise you, Shady Rays has them. You like different colors? Shady Rays got them. I went with the aviators. I thought about getting the big old volleyball sunglasses because they're badass, but I didn't. I went with the aviators. And yeah, Shady Rays are absolutely the best. They're affordable. They're greatness. They have the absolute best policy on, like, if you were to misplace or break something, every pair backed by lost or broken replacements. If you don't love the shades, exchange it for a new pair or return them worry-free within 30 days. No risk when you shop. Their team always has your back with personal and fast support. They've definitely got whatever style you're looking for. Probably have it in your team's favorite colors. Over 300,000 people have given a 5-star review to our friends at Shady Rays. Go to shadyrays.com. Use the code DLLS, and you are going to get 35% off your polarized sunglasses. So why don't you go do that right now or else? And that's definitely not a threat. Shout out to our friends at Constant Contact 2. Let's talk about goals for a second. How you tracking the ones you set for your business earlier this year? Are you close? If not, do you know why you haven't hit them yet? Constant Contact can help you. You've got year-end goals. We do here with subscriber numbers and views and all those things. Constant Contact's got what it takes to help you meet them, and faster. No matter how experienced you are with digital marketing, Constant Contact has the tools to make your marketing run smoother, sell more, raise more, build more genuine relationships with your audience. With Constant Contact's suite of digital marketing tools, all made to fast-track your success. Own the smartphone by adding text to your marketing strategy. Get all the automation, integration, and reporting tools that get your marketing running seamlessly. Put the go in your 2024 business goals with email, social, SMS, and customized marketing campaigns built for you in just a few clicks. Ready, set, go to ConstantContact.com/AllCity and start your free trial today. ConstantContact.com/AllCity. Okay. Aisha, were you trying to talk about football?
I was.
Were you trying to talk about, did we mess up football?
No, I just.
What are you looking at, Butch?
I just wanted to talk about maybe some of the good things in the game. Not that many to talk about, but I do think like we talked about in pregame about Austin Richards, and I thought he showed some good things today. Like he held his own. One thing that I've always said about him was I didn't feel like he was strong enough in his punch. His hands were so weak. Like his footwork is good,
sure,
but his hands weren't. He wasn't playing with enough power, and I think he showed that he can do some of that today. We talked about at this point in the season, it's clearly McTanker, whatever y'all call it.
Who?
So at this point, McTanker or whatever you'll call it.
That's at McDonald's, ain't that's a sandwich?
I put Mick in.
She started doing Mick stuff this week.
Take it down.
Just started saying
if you
Mick.
put Mick in front of stuff, it adds emphasis.
I won't lie to you too. I wasn't watching Austin Richards very much.
I did.
And I think when you're in the middle of your team losing like this, I just think, or just me, I'll just say for me, I was really focused on like the big picture. I was focused on like, all right, what's Mike McCarthy doing?
But I think that is big picture. I do think you're getting information. We have not seen him play an NFL level game, and you got to see this is what he's capable of. Okay, maybe if he does continue to play, because we don't know what the hell's going on with Tyler Guyton, you'll know you at least have a swing tackle going into the draft, and I think that is valuable.
I'm definitely gonna watch the film.
Okay.
And I'll see from there. But like as far as today, I was really just trying to figure out how goofy Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy were. That's the only thing I can think about today.
I love that he wasn't in the suite.
Jerry Jones?
Yeah, I love it.
Just an empty chair missing.
Do you think he went to get a hot dog?
Nah, he probably just was in my mind. He could have been going to the field. Yeah. He could have been going to the bottom level. But I don't care where Jerry went. I don't care. He went to go complain somewhere.
I did notice. To your point, Aisha, I noticed that I didn't notice much about the left tackle, which is good. Like I saw Terrence get smoked. I didn't really notice anything disastrous from the left tackle, and I was like, oh, I bet that means Awesome's doing okay out there.
But that's why film is important. That's why film is important. Because many times I thought Terrence had a bad day, but in real life, all right, Terrence.
No, obviously we're gonna go back and watch, but literally, like as something that I talked about focusing on this game. I mean, you mentioned that you're focusing on other things.
Sure.
I was specifically looking at how he handled a Nolan Smith, how he handled some of the blitzes that they bring with their linebackers, some of the things that they do, and I felt like he did a pretty good job. So I think Cooper Beebe had his fair share of issues today. I mean, that Philly interior is going to give it to you. But, yeah, I mean, let's just not talk about football anymore. Let's talk about the draft.
Oh no!
Tyler Smith got into a little wrestling match with Jalen Carter.
Oh, I can't wait to go watch the tape on that.
I would pay to watch them fight.
And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes we miss things. Sometimes we miss stuff.
I want to see them fight.
I miss Awesome, but I will go back and see Tyler Smith and how he did, because moving forward, if he's a Jalen Carter eraser like he's been so far,
that's what he's supposed to be.
Cool.
I mean, when you talk about why they wouldn't move him outside the interior and keep him there. Well, yeah, why they wouldn't move him there is because you're within your division. The strength of most of the defenses is their interior on the other side. So
sure,
that's what they drafted him for.
We'll get us a top 10 pick. Go ahead and fix up that interior a little bit.
Sure,
and I think the biggest, one of the biggest stories for the Cowboys, if you're actually talking about the guys on the field and not just the things that you thought were hilarious in the game, like I did, like Overshown still
cried laughing, Joe.
Overshown still has his moments, right? Like
Sure.
he missed a sack on Jalen Hurts because he plays so
1,000%.
fast.
Once his feet get set, he's gonna be so good.
He plays so fast, too fast,
Too fast.
But it also leads to making a bunch of plays and having Micah back and Overshown on the field.
Sure.
Until they just ran out because the Eagles found Kalen Carson and they found Donovan Wilson on the goal line. Your defensive tackles can't play.
Sure.
But for a while, it was like, okay, if you could get some just decent pieces out there, what Overshown's going to be able to do for you with Micah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Overshown is going to be a dude.
And he's doing this without. He's a nugget. Coming off the ACL, not having good DT play. I mean,
You say he's a nugget?
he's a nugget.
He's
What
a
does
young-
that mean?
He's a young player.
He's a young. Okay.
He's a young player.
He's a
He's a
nugget.
He's a
Okay.
baby. Yeah, so I agree with you. And then obviously Osa showing us good things. We don't know if they're going to re-sign him next year.
Oh, they won't react.
So they're going to
think so.
draft. So you're telling me they're just going to full on. They don't have 3 techs right now, so they're just going to let Osa walk.
I
You
thi-
don't
I-
have to pay him.
I
I
think
think
it
they let. I
depends.
think they let us.
If he makes any money, they'll let him walk. If he's one of those guys that it's like, yeah, 3 years and $15 million, come on home. But if he makes actual money, they'll be like, oh, we can't do that.
Plus, I
can't
think
do
it's going to depend on the new coach. Like, do they want a 280-pound 3-tech? I think that's
Right.
going to matter. So
But
Yeah.
I think that's very normal across the NFL. No, it's like that's standard 3 tech. No,
280?
oh he's not that.
I think he's
light, man.
listed at like 290 or something like
Yeah, I was
that.
about to say, he's not
some
that
people-
light,
some
man.
people-
He's a light 3 tech.
some people want theirs in the 3s or the 310s or 308ish.
For a 3 tech.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Okay.
308
Oh, yeah.
for 3-tech. I think
Interesting.
ones are normally
I would
like
say your
320
average
or
is like
something.
330
I
and
mean-
300, give or
Yeah.
take.
And to further that point, I mean, if we're going to talk draft, this DT class in general is impressive in several different ways.
We need 4 of
It's
them.
one of the better nose tackle draft classes as well that we're taking a look at.
I've
So-
seen 2 of them from Michigan.
So there's some
Oh,
guys.
no.
I had the pleasure of doing a profile on was it Mason Graham?
Mason Graham.
Oh,
Mason
you
Graham
guys
from
just-
Michigan when I was at
Because it's
scouting.
2 of them. It's
When
two
I
of
was at scouting school,
Okay.
They
having
lose
to
their
present it to Jim Nagy and those guys, and it was actually really dope. I got
What you
to
think
see
of him? Tell me what you think of
gonna
him because
lose
he's in that range for
What?
us.
They're going to lose their minds because he
Super
went.
chats.
Because no. I'm just saying, no. I'm just pointing at the people. Like, they're going to lose their minds because he went to Michigan.
Mason Graham, what you think of him?
The explosiveness on the line, like that first step is just ruthless. The lateral agility that he has, you know, you look at a guy like what was the gentleman that went this year, white guy that could ball, went to the
Van Noy?
Rams. No,
White guy that can ball? Defensive line?
dog. I can't
Is
remember
it
his
Fisk?
name. Fisk.
Braden Fisk.
We look at
Yeah.
Braden Fisk. We were looking at when I was in scouting school. We were looking at like the comparison between those two because
And he's
again,
so much bigger than him.
he's so much bigger, but he moves just as quickly as him, which is just. When you talk about, you guys are talking about 3 tech, 1 tech size, all this stuff. Mason Graham has the size of what you want on the interior, but the speed and the way he should not be able to move at that size.
Sure.
I just like the relentlessness he plays with, and it's weird too because you talk about Michigan, you say to yourself, okay,
They're not
well,
going to let you.
they've had multiple defensive linemen because Chris Jenkins struggled with his stance and
Get
his
off the
get off
ball.
as well.
Sure.
What is the difference between Mason? I can't wait for us to get deeper into the draft process to find out what he's doing that's different than the other D tackles. If y'all think that a couple players from a team sucking college team makes it like the whole program sucks, you got your mind.
I'll give you a
would
good
draft
start
him
right now.
Right now.
Wink Martindale is the DC now.
Well, that makes sense.
And they get their ass upfield.
That makes sense.
They get their ass upfield.
Yeah, but he's incredible player. And if people are excited, we're excited about Brendan Fisk.
Yep.
When people get to see him, I can't wait to see what his 3 cone is and stuff. He's insane.
320 pounds, and they line him up at edge sometime. Even our guy, Carl, what's his name, that was at Bowling Green, the other big 300 good pound dude that runs real
Carl
fast. Brooks from last year.
They're going. They're going in the draft stuff.
He's Mason Graham is a transcendent
Draft
300 some odd pound, fast moving dude. Very strong, very powerful, good hands.
That's what they told me about
athlete. Very unique. Athlete.
Well, see, Mozzie, and that's a good thing. Mozzie's so different.
I'm just joking.
You're not joking. You serious?
Well, no, I am just joking. But no, like Mozzie lived off of the Bruce Feldman freak article where they're like,
Speaking
he's a freak. And I'm like, he ain't a freak. I watched him play.
Bruce ran out of stuff to say.
Speaking of,
Mozzie,
what the fudge?
he got whooped.
What are we doing?
What,
What's
Mozzie?
going to happen?
With Mozzie?
Well,
I mean,
I'm-
hopefully he gets.
Mozzie's gonna be in Jacksonville
He
I'm
might
ask-
get cut.
I'm asking y'all from a football perspective.
or Washington.
I don't know if you're going to cut a first round pick after 2 years, but you can't worry about him. Like he doesn't matter.
I don't think Mozzie or Luke's gonna be on the team next year.
Yeah, if you're just either going to eat it or like nobody's going to trade for him. He's not good. Well, I don't know. I mean, the Cowboys traded a 4 for Jonathan Mingo because they liked him in the draft. If somebody liked Mozzie in the draft,
Well,
maybe you could trade him
That's just nonsense.
for like a 6.
Luke Schoonmaker not
Got Clarence? Okay, well then let me just.
Yes,
this
'cause
is not a full-on break. I just need to tell you guys about our diehard situation. I need you to sign up to be a diehard. Okay, I want you to do that. I want you to go to alldlls.com/intro. I want you to sign up to be a diehard because that gets you access to everything that we do. The behind-the-scenes content, the Discord lounge, which is great. I talk about feet in there all the time. And dogs. I talk about dogs in there. And
Penguin finale tonight.
Penguin finale
Discord.
tonight. Go sign up to be a diehard. Make sure you're subscribed to all of our channels. All right, let's check in with our buddy Clarence Hill, who is out at the stadium where the Cowboys tried their best. Maybe.
Penguin
some of
finale,
them.
the TV show.
Chill. What's up, Pop Pop?
How you guys doing, man? Y'all good tonight? Because the Cowboys weren't good today. Mike McCarthy was certainly very upset about the 5 turnovers. He just didn't want to sugarcoat anything, didn't want to talk about anything. He was really upset about the 5 turnovers. Couple of nuggets. Dak Prescott will go to New York on Monday. If he's leaning towards surgery, if the doctor says surgery, he will have the surgery in New York with that specialist. He said that even if you didn't have the surgery, it'd be 6 to 8 weeks, and the season's probably over either way. And so when you weigh the balance of harms, it makes more sense to do the surgery. So that's where they are with Dak Prescott. Getting back to the game, Mike McCarthy said that they would talk about whether Trey Lance would start next week on Monday. They would go over that. Certainly, it was that bad for Cooper Rush and that bad for the offense on against the Eagles. They tried to bring Lance in. Certainly had a couple of packages in him, and they told Cooper, we need a spark. We need to find something different on offense, and we'll see if they go the full route next week and go with Trey Lance.
I want to know what Mike says when you ask him about how come nobody told Cooper that he wasn't going in until it was time for the offense to go on the field. Cooper was walking on the field and somebody was like, "Hey, you're out." And he goes, "Huh? Oh." That was wild.
Yeah. He said it was Trey's turn. They said Trey's up next, whatever. It was all messed up, all discombobulated. And it really is a shame because the defense played well early. If they could have got any spark from the offense, Zeke fumbling in the red zone, the red zone opportunity, they got anything from the offense, it may have been able to sustain the defense to hold on a little while longer. We all know this was the inevitable. It was going to happen, but you just don't want to gift them 5 turnovers.
Clarence, do you have any update on DeMario Overshown? We saw him go to the locker room, get checked out, bloody knee, whatever. You got anything on him?
Yeah, I talked to DeMarvion. He's gonna say they're gonna have some more scans, take some pictures tomorrow, but he's good. It was a scare, like everybody was scared. He's down that long, and everybody comes on the field. It was a non-contact injury, and so he was scared. But he said it was a football thing. You got to do more than that to keep him off the field. But he said it's good to go, but they're gonna take some pictures tomorrow just in case. But he came back on the field, actually came back in the game, so they feel good about him and the game he played. I mean, DeMarvion Overshown 1-3, which I've been talking about all season. He plays so fast. You need him on the field, and it looks like the game is slowing down for him. He's not slowing down, but the plays are slowing down for him. I'm excited to see what Micah and Overshown can do, rushing the quarterback together over the next 8 weeks. Because that's all we got to play for, right? It's 3-6, 4-game losing streak. Nothing else, but let's see what these guys can cook.
Right.
And that's why I think the worst part about this, or the toughest part about this, maybe not as a fan and as a football player, like you play football, right? It's what you do. You want to go play football. But there's a part of me that wishes we could exist in a world where the people in the front office could be like, Diggs, that was awesome. We needed that sort of play from you. We'd love to see it. Could you please fake a hamstring injury for the next 8 weeks?
No.
Overshown, could you please say that your toe hurts? Because
don't get
me wrong. Like, it's not a real take, and I don't, I guess, actually want them to do it. But all that you can accomplish in a lost season is, like, you can go play good football, but it's not working towards any sort of team goal. All that matters is that you're okay next season. But we got to go 8 weeks.
But you want Overshown to get as many reps as he can. He didn't play as a rookie, and I know you want to protect him, but the step he's taking, you want him to continue taking the step. You want him to continue building off of it. But if we're going to pull the Trey Lance button, let's put the young safeties out there. If you want to do something, put the young safeties out there. Because these current safeties, they have no future with the team. Okay, that's not your future. Diggs is your future. Overshown is your future. Play your future, and play. And let's see what Bell and when Wanya Thomas get back, let's see what they have in place of those safeties if you want to go make a change.
I agree.
Did Mike say anything about how Zeke's first carry was a fumble inside the 10, and then they put him right back in and handed him the ball again?
Look at Clarence.
I And I asked him about Zeke. It's so funny. It's like, this is where the season going. You know, we've been talking about Zeke can be your red zone back. You know, you see what Rico did? You put Zeke in the red zone, and what does he do? He fumbles the ball. And of course, true the Cowboys form, when they got back down there, who they put on the field? Zeke. So he give that first carry to let him know, we still trust you. We love you. We're not down on you. But he talked about Zeke coming back in a tough week he had, how he came back and was ready to go. Obviously, Rico had the best game. They should have gave Rico the ball more. I don't know how they went away. Rico played so well early. It seemed to me they go away from it, you know, when he got it going and you try things. But I can't believe Rico just had 11 carries. You know, he got over that 44. Like I told you, 44 yards, he got over that. He's on 11 carries. Should have more carries.
Agreed. All right, thanks, Clarence. Have a great night. We'll see you, what day of the week is it? We'll see you tomorrow. We will see you tomorrow.
Bye, Clarence.
Sorry, I'm dying. Goodbye, Pop. You guys want to knock out some supers?
I agree, Jeff. I don't want to see Trey no more. I don't want to see CD no more because if they get hurt like against Carolina or something, I'd be sick.
It's hard because it's like, this is your job. You go play football. And in theory, we're getting better while we're playing and all that. But, I mean, all that matters already is next year.
Show me Florida and Jonathan Mingo.
Tracking.
So I can see what those guys do. I would love to see if Brevin can do something. I want to see him.
Scoon, baby.
Scoon's gone.
Scoon.
I've talked to people that said Scoon good is out of here.
On a whole nother level, that draft class has hurt this team so badly because it's one thing to not have anything from one guy.
Yeah.
The whole class, except for DeMarvion Overshown, the whole class.
Yeah, not using free agency or trades. If you miss on a couple of draft classes, guess what happens?
That's what happens.
You suck.
That's what happens.
That's what happens.
Supers.
Let's knock out the big ones, right? We're gonna knock out the big ones and the others if we have time, and if we don't have time, then what we'll do is we'll get them
later.
He'll read them later.
I'll read them later.
He got you.
We got 10 minutes. Let's see. Neil says, all talking points lead to the draft and free agency anyways. Why don't we just start the discourse now? Because we got more games to play. We got to figure stuff out. And to Aisha's point, we got to see if Awesome Richards is going to be the next Chuma Dogo or the next right tackle for you. We need to figure that role out.
Who's going to be your right tackle?
Oh, he's not here.
Boy, they got a kid in Texas.
Either Tyler Guyton or he's not here.
I'm asking.
He's not here.
I'm asking.
He's not here.
Terrence Steele.
Terrence making money makes it weird.
He should be cut.
Terrence has not, and I hate this because I love me some Terrence, but this has just been the way he has played. Yeah. I mean, quite honestly, like, we got to go look at the tape.
He's a post-June 1 cut.
It's a problem.
Or he should be.
It's a danger, and it's a problem.
Yeah, he's out of there. I think Martin's going to retire. So, Steele, you should cut. Martin's going to retire. BB will be there. Tyler Smith will be there. And Tyler Guyton will be somewhere.
But what I don't want them to do is to be like, awesome. Oh, my God. You look good at left tackle.
You got to step up. Step up, Awesome.
You're starting left tackle now.
Oh, I mean, if they just pretend that whoever they have internally is good enough for them to play, then they'll keep sucking. Like, maybe you do find out that Awesome Richards can play, and that would be a great surprise. And look what we did. But the odds are that that's a dude that's a backup somewhere.
At what point in time do you consider moving, seeing what Guyton looks like this is the time. We talked about this. We're talking about how to figure things out. Do you think they're possibly going to put him at right tackle at any point in this season just to see?
I think Guyton had the same problems on the right side.
Or does Steele have to say ouch?
I don't think Guyton has a dexterity issue, whether it should be a left or a right side thing. I think Guyton has fundamental issues. So his fundamentals be bad on the right side. Probably worse. His fundamentals probably worse on the right side.
Conflict.
Yep.
Sweet.
Conflict resolution.
What else we got here? Appreciate you, C Black. I'm gonna read that let's see. Small sample size, but Awesome Richards didn't look bad. But I gotta see. I don't know. I gotta see. But shouts out to Awesome. I didn't even know that Guyton wouldn't play. Why didn't Guyton play? He was hurt.
Shoulder. Neck, shoulder.
Why'd
head.
you ask it like that, Botch? Huh? Why'd you ask it like that?
Head, shoulder, knees, and toes.
I just
Why'd you ask it like that?
I was just curious as to why I should have Clarence.
Because we all think that maybe he could play, and maybe.
We have no idea.
Maybe we think that maybe he could, but
Avery Wash said, he dropped 5 says, compared to 2010, 2015, and 2020, how bad is this team?
I don't remember those teams.
I'll tell you what, 20 was Nolan, wasn't it?
None of them were as bad as this team. This is the worst Cowboy team I've ever watched.
This is a pretty bad Cowboys team.
If they were healthy,
but look,
they might not.
But look, I think talent-wise, I don't even think this is a bad Cowboy team. I think we've seen worse talent-wise. It's just that Mike and Mike not bringing it all together.
Yeah, I mean, this is no longer like they have some great players, but this is not a talented team. This is
Relative to Igor Olshansky. And
boy, Igor would be great for this D-line room.
Please.
We need some Igor.
Please.
I'll take anybody.
There's some kids in the chat don't even know him.
I'll take anybody. His name was Igor.
We them boys who hate the Cowboys dropped the deuce and says, love Micah, but I'm trading him for 2 firsts.
Did y'all see the difference in the defensive line today? Did you see that people were able to get off? What is happening right now? Did you not see the Cowboys? Well, fine.
We them boys hate the Cowboys.
Jerry invites this. Jerry told you over and over.
No,
we can't afford
weird.
all these guys. So that's what's happening is people are reacting to being lied to. Jerry and Steven talk about how hard it would be to afford all 3 of those guys. It's easy. They can easily afford them, and they will. But no, I mean, I dig the Micah conversation, but it's not a reflection on Micah. It's a reflection on how crappy your team is.
But
what you're saying is we can't block, we can't play D-line, our safeties aren't good. Sure. Like, could Micah shortcut me to fixing other things, and I could spend money other places? And I get it, but he's Micah.
So you trade away.
You don't trade Micah.
One of the most special players you've maybe seen in the last half decade, maybe more than that, and you, because of your mistakes.
I don't think so. I think
because we got to fix them.
I think you hold on to your best players.
Thank you.
But your eye to good players can absolutely go.
Thank you.
You trade Micah if you think you're going to suck for 3 or more years. And whether you think they're going to or not, the Cowboys don't plan to suck for 3 or more years. And if that's the case, you keep your good players. You trade Micah if you think you suck and you're going to try to find a number 1 overall pick quarterback and you're rebuilding everything. They don't view it that way. And so you don't trade Hall of Famers.
Don't do it.
As they approach their prime.
Let's run through some of these. Let's see what we got here. Coley Bielik.
Yep, nailed
says, what do we think the draft pick value could get for Trevon? You're not trading Trey Diggs. He just got paid. Not gonna be able to do it.
Wow.
And he actually doesn't make top of the market.
Yeah,
so he's a good player that makes good player money.
Deal.
Trey not even killing you.
No, you're fine there. You're
Matt
fine
Williams dropped 5 and says, what's up, y'all? What's up with y'all, coach? Do y'all think? What coach do y'all think can come in and change? Oh, Ben Johnson. But we're not getting him. We're getting like Marvin Lewis or something.
Yeah, I think like Cliff Kingsbury might become an interesting name again, by the way.
As a play caller?
Well, and you give the guy the head coaching job to call the plays.
We know what that looks like.
That's what you do.
But we know what that looks like.
That's what you do. I mean, do we know if Ben Johnson's a head coach? No. We're hiring him because he's a play caller.
But I know for sure.
And we want him to call plays.
I know for sure Cliff Kingsbury ain't one. Cat, I love that. Appreciate you. Let's run it though. What else we got here? What up, Duck? He dropped a 5 and says, just looked up the list of GMs and everyone was between 40 and 60 years old. Damn. How can Jerry be relevant negotiating with them?
I think that makes sense why Jerry hates trading. And he's like, and when you pick up the phone first and you know you're in trouble because he knows that he's bad at it. And when people do see it and it's Jerry, they're like, I bet he'll give us a 4th for Mingo.
You know what, Jeff? I would imagine that the young GMs have like a mutual, hey, help me, help you.
Yeah.
I think Jerry just doesn't want to lose the deal.
Right.
And I think...
But then he does.
He does.
All the time.
But I also think that comes off as Jerry trying to get over on somebody and that makes people apprehensive to want to trade with him.
Yeah.
Or they tax you so much that you pay a 4 for Mingo when they probably would have traded him to a friend GM.
For a 6.
For a 6.
Yeah.
Like they traded their wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
For a 5.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dave. What up, Dave? Anyone saying last year's MVP runner-up is trash with this GM? Y'all got one more time to do it. Something gonna happen to you.
Jerry don't like the way we talk about his negotiating skills. He's messing with the power. Yeah, we talk about Jerry, the power star.
Jerry.
I know where he was. Oh, he's not gonna appear because he'd have to move upstairs or something.
Jeff, we safe no matter what.
What do you mean we're safe?
I'm licensed. It's Texas. We straight.
Yeah. You guys talking.
Huh?
I always feel safe with Voch.
Continue.
I don't do all that flash.
I tried to pick up his bag one time. I'm like, damn, we're very safe today. We're super safe
Have you
today.
picked my bag up? Have you picked my bag up?
Super safe
I'm sorry.
today.
Is it Veterans Day tomorrow? Shout out to all of our veterans.
Shout out to our veterans.
Shout
man,
out
for
to
real.
all
Go
the
take
veterans.
advantage of all of the snacks, all of the free stuff. I know Buffalo Wild Wings does a good deal. Like, go treat yourself, veterans. You deserve it.
Thank you so much.
And that's messed up that CBS told all their camera people to find the people who were the saddest in the crowd so they could go to them back to back to back to back. And the last guy was wearing a Marine hat and crying. Y'all didn't have to do him like that on Veterans Day weekend.
Damn sure didn't.
You didn't have to show him crying about your sorry ass team. That was messed up.
What else?
What else?
Adrian Drive 5 has said, what up, Adrian? We have to absolutely play Zeke no matter what he's trying to tank.
Hell yeah.
I'm over Diggs. Hooker being scared of contact. Hooker can definitely go. Diggs will be fine. Wilson has linebacker speed playing safety. Who is Wilson? Donovan?
Donovan,
Playing safety.
Like they took Carson all the way down the field, but when they got there, they were like, we should probably throw Donovan Wilson.
And Mike McCarthy is trash. Satif Khmer, appreciate you. He tried 5 and says, how many new players, draft or free agency, are required to fix this team next year? I am referring to really good NFL starting level players.
2 defensive tackles.
Excuse me.
Probably at least a safety. 2 or 3 offensive linemen. A starting running back. Probably at least 1 wide receiver, a second tight end. 7, 8.
You don't need another edge, no?
In theory, if you have Parsons, Tank's gone.
I say 5 or 6.
Yeah,
Lawson?
I say 5 or 6. Lawson probably not coming back.
He's
Maybe
not gonna be here.
on the
Lawson come
cheap.
back. I say 5 or 6.
Yeah, at least 5 or 6.
5 or 6.
Payne.
All in the trenches, one receiver.
Everybody.
Need
Everybody.
all the people?
You need a million. How many people you just named just now?
Yeah, 7 or 8. They need a lot.
Everybody.
Paris Lee Masters draw 5. It says highlight play 2 CD runs lazy slow motion rush throws slow. I can't say slow and lazy back to back. Slow lazy ball behind the line of scrimmage. McCarthy, man of genius. Mike McCarthy is a huge issue here, and you could look and be like, "Well, Voch is Cooper Rush. What do you expect Mike McCarthy to do?" Mike McCarthy looks just as bad as he looked with Dak throwing the football, but that was my point when I said maybe Dak playing the best football in his life. The fact that Mike McCarthy out here throwing nonsense at you, and he's still able to get points and yards, but you know.
I like this one from Dro Knows. Terrence Steele thought he was Billy Bob in Varsity Blues. Seen Varsity Blues?
No.
Billy Bob was offensive lineman.
He's a white man, isn't he?
He is a white man.
Because his name Billy Bob.
He threw up in the washing machine, and then when he was walking out, he said, "I left a few hot dogs in there if you're hungry." And eventually, he did end up with the ball in the game, and he.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna watch that. Then
Billy Bob scored.
I'm probably not gonna watch Varsity Blues.
Tweeter walks around naked with a cowboy hat on his peen after he steals a cop car.
Huh?
Yeah. That's just what happens in the movie. There's a hot chick that wears a whipped cream bikini.
Huh?
That's in there.
How did you get there?
KB Strong dropped the 5 in the super, says the center needs to hike the ball to Cooper a little slower.
Okay.
Now, come on, sir.
Okay.
Those 2
Come on,
fumbles
sir.
today were just like cool, bro.
Snap it
Miss Cat,
slower.
after this next one, show me the 10s, and then we'll go back to the 5s. We're gonna run through these. Dave White says that sounds like Scooby Doo. Link in the comments. Jesus, man. KB Strong said Voch facing Spurs are hilarious. What I do? Love it. Appreciate you though, KB Strong. I don't know what I done. All right, cool. Give me a couple more 5s and I'll read the 2s afterwards. JR the mailman. Not the mailman, but the mailman says Mike Zimmer is done after this season. Most likely, all the Mike's probably done. Honestly, think he had nothing to do with this draft, with the draft this year.
Yeah, he didn't have any input.
No. So shouts out to you, bro. Mike, the delusional Cowboy fan, appreciate you. Sorry, Drop 5 says the real tragedy other than this season is I played Jaden Daniels over Joe Burrow this week. Oy, no.
Yeah, it's tough. I have Jaden Daniels as my quarterback, and it would have hurt, except I had Jamar Chase too, and he got me 55.
Burrow had 61 points.
That's good.
Shut up.
What are you doing,
Thank you.
I gotta read the comment.
Thank you.
You can read the comments on your phone?
Mike.
Oh, because you can't. You don't see so good.
I mean, I can see a little bit, but sometimes I just gotta look
Sometimes
down
you
and
have to
make
look.
sure we're straight.
Okay.
Appreciate you for all your service. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I think we're
That's
good.
all of them. And I will read the rest of those tonight on my live stream when I go live tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all noticed that like Kevontae Turpin has actually had like better returns this year. Nicole told us that she interviewed him on Cowboys Hour over
Who's Nicole?
Nicole Hutchison, Cowboys beat reporter.
Okay.
She said that he just got contacts. He could not see last
he couldn't
year.
see. I remember Jameis. That was a story with
literally
Jameis.
Could not see last year.
Remember those Jameis thing? They were like he had to get LASIK and he couldn't see,
and
but he's still the same guy.
You just see an instant. I mean, we can't tell really because the offense has been so poor, but man, he's been so much better returning the ball this year. The vision is so much better.
We're so good at special teams and so bad at the rest of football. That kind of sucks.
Playing wide receiver when you can't see is some nonsense.
That's pretty impressive. Well, he was never a really good wide receiver. Maybe that was part of it.
That's fair, sir.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All right, rock and roll, everybody. Cowboys win with 6 points to the Eagles 34, and they try to move up in the standings of draft pick.
Real fast, though, Jeff.
Big win for the Cowboys.
May I please?
Yeah.
My grandmother loves this show, and she watches us every time we have one. So happy belated birthday to her. I know she's watching right now. Betty Jean, we love y'all, right? Chat, if y'all can show a little love, drop a little flame, and then say happy birthday, Grandma. If y'all don't mind, if y'all ain't doing nothing else, I appreciate y'all. Just know whatever y'all want to do.
Happy birthday, Grandma Vach.
Bye, y'all.
Happy Veterans Day weekend. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through, so be cool to everyone. We love you. Be easy or else.
Doski, woski, peasky, whiskey at all times.
We all silly like the mayor.